Welcome back, one and all, to Coriander Society Adventures. Our intrepid heroes are aboard the Zeppelin Leviathan, seeking out information on the lost patriarch Aloysius Carrington. The plot thickens and the intrigue intensifies as they make plans to sneak off to places where they certainly ought not to be.
Rejoining us, once again, Tormented by Gnomes, right here after the break, with Choice Plays, Death Cleric, and Gooba Dooba. My guests from Dungeon Hunters, awesome to have you. When we last left our heroes, Daedalus was causing a scene, Remy was plotting a plot, and Axel was sneaking away. The action is once again on our heroes. As soon as Axel goes, we're going to jump off to the other map, which I might need to give you all vision of, but that's neither here nor there. What do we want to do, folks?
Oh, I'm ready to storm the castle.
Storm the castle?
I mean, not really, but
okay.
Sneak in.
Let's sneak in. Let's storm a castle. With everybody distracted by this display of dancing prowess and nobody particularly perturbed by the Ausonian melodies bellowing within, we now take our heroes, or one of our heroes, to the flight deck. And I'm going to drop all of you here just so that you all have vision, but you're not all actually here. Okay.
You will not get any metagaming from me, my friend.
I trust all of you. I just don't want you to have nothing to look at. Whoop. Down here, the hum of the engines is a little bit more obvious. The propellers keeping this ship afloat on all sides. You've entered a utilitarian corridor, one through which you passed on your way in. The doors that you used in order to enter the vessel on either side thoroughly locked. You're not that high up. Like I said, this Zeppelin only cruises at an altitude of about 600 feet. You can have the windows hanging open if you want. No depressurization. As you emerge, you notice one crew member guarding the cabin, somewhat bored. I would like Axel to roll a stealth check if stealth is the strategy you're going to employ. These to your left and right are windows, as well as the staircases that go both up to the passenger deck, or the quarters, and down back to the ballroom.
Perfect. Stealth check is rolled.
Okay.
God.
An 11. Not off to a fantastic start. The crew member turns around and notices you. Give me an insight check, please.
Insight is checking.
14. This stance, posture, all that doesn't give civilian crew vibes. Gives military training vibes more than anything else.
Okay.
On your way through, sir.
Oh, of course. And let me bring the map back up. Absolutely. But before I go, is there a bathroom this way? Is this the way to the bathroom?
The head directly right there and there.
No. Perfect. Thank you. So I have to walk like kind of up to him and to the right?
Yep.
Okay.
The head is around. There's two bathrooms, one around each corner.
I will go to the right.
All right. The hatch, if you should be able to move yourself on the map. If you can't, let me know.
I have been moved.
All right. So to the south of you is a door that leads into the head, and to the east of you is the hatch that opens out into open air above the ocean.
Okay. Do I do it? Do I do it?
I mean...
Okay. I will take out my whip.
Mm-hmm.
From my side pouch. And I will go up to the wall here. And is his gun in his hand?
No, it's holstered.
Okay. I want to try and get him around the neck and pull him around the corner.
Okay. So, here's how this is going to work. You are going to roll. How savvy is this guy? Military training or not, he's not that savvy. We're not talking the elites here. Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage, please.
Okay. With advantage.
Catching him off his guard.
I thought I had a whip in my inventory, but
I can give you one.
Okay.
Just going to take me a moment.
Vicious whip +1. Oh, you already got it. Perfect.
Yeah, you already got it. Whip away. And again, turn on advantage up at the top and give me a roll.
All right.
And if I was a better GM, I'd have a sound effect ready.
For the one time, here we go. Yoink.
Okay. It is grabbed around his neck. Roll an opposed athletics check to drag him.
All right. Yoink. Oops. Sorry, that was with advantage. It should not.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Holy.
It's around his neck, and you're attempting to grab him. Roll for initiative. You're going to want to beat him on this. Now, the trick to Roll20 initiative is that you want to click on your token, then click the initiative button, and it'll automatically. You know what? We need tension level 2. This is tension level 1. Activate tension level 2, please.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Click on your character token. Click the initiative button.
Is it the circle at the bottom?
Let's see. You want to click on the word initiative at the top of your character sheet.
Initiative at the top of my character
Middle
sheet.
top of the core category. You've got your armor class, your initiative, and your speed. Click on the word initiative above your hit points.
Yoink. Okay.
12.
Rough.
Okay. With that around his neck, he is going to grab his knife and attempt to slice the whip. A miserable failure. He attempts to do it. He drops the knife. With his bonus action, he draws his pistol. And that is the end of his turn. He's only aiming it vaguely at you. It seems that the noise is more important than anything else. You have one chance. What do you want to do? You have one chance. What'll it be?
One opportunity. Do you capture it? Or do you let it slip?
Mom spaghetti.
I want to use the momentum because we were in this like pulling match.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the whip taut, correct?
Correct.
I want to use that momentum to pull him closer as well as myself closer to get into range, and I want to grab the hand with the gun.
Okay. You are now grappling. Roll another opposed athletics check to get your hand on the gun. And he's going to use dexterity to try to... Oh, a 5 as you slam him towards you. 21. Do you have the extra attack feature?
I do believe I do.
All right, then that was your first attack. You now have the hand with the gun. You're fighting to keep his finger off the trigger. You have another attack. What would you like to do?
What do I want to do? Oh man.
What would Junior do? What would Indy do?
What would Indy do? Indy would straight up deck him in the face. That's what he would do. I'm going to do that.
Okay. I don't see an unarmed strike on your character sheet, but you are proficient in punching not Z's in the face. So give me a +7 roll. 1d20 /r space 1d20 +7 in the chat. Like this.
Ooh,
An 11.
that's rough.
Yeah, not the best.
+7. Jeez.
Yeah, his armor class is 12. So unless there's anything that we can throw, yeah, I don't think, unless you want to burn some inspiration on that if you have it, that's all she wrote.
Boys, can I burn an inspiration for this?
Who's cashing this in? There's none left in the pit. There's none left in the pot. All
Did
right.
I get one from dancing?
Yes, you got one from dancing.
Can I give it to him?
Yes, you can. Now, if you press
Glorious.
Freeze frame.
if you're in the Roll20 chat and you press up, it'll load the last command, so you don't have to type it in again.
While this is happening, I just go, Godspeed, Axel.
Okay, you deal your strength damage, your strength modifier +1 in damage. So what is that total?
My strength modifier +1 is 11 damage. Wait, sorry. 1 damage.
Okay, you punch him. However, Amazing Adventures has a cinematic combat rules, wherein he must roll a saving throw and gets a natural 20 and is not knocked out.
Okay. Of course he gets a natural 20. And of course.
You know that scene where Indiana Jones is just like beating up all these guys, and then there's just one guy who's a lot bigger, and you do the punch, look up at him. Suddenly, he wasn't before, but now he's always canonically been the really big guy.
Of course. Of
Okay.
course he is.
And so, after getting that punch, he's still fighting you for the gun. And he can only have one action, unlike you. So what he's going to do on his turn is he's going to reach out and just start trying to choke you as the two of you are locked in like this. Roll an opposed athletics check, please. And he, oh, that's going to hurt.
This is good. This is good.
Okay. As we're going to leave the two of you struggling and briefly check in back at the party. You know, the camera cuts back and forth between this dance up and down the aisles, the romping music plays. We change out this music for some big party music, and then it's timed with the punched out in the bottom deck. That's how it's got to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, back in the party room, what is up with Remy and Daedalus?
So how much time has passed since, because I'm guessing I would have seen Axel leave the party.
You would have noticed that he left. It's only been half a minute or less.
Half a minute. Okay.
Also, Mama Shimada has added another inspiration to the pot from Streamloose. Thank you, Mama Shimada. Don't worry, the ninjas that you ordered are on their way.
I'm just going to kind of, I seem to have need to use the restroom, my friends. I'll be back whenever the getting's good. And I'm going to stand up, walk around, and go to shake Irving Gaines's hand. And you're muted. Is that
Plus
another
one XP? Yep.
Yes!
Rack him up, rack him up. Gregariously returns the handshake.
And I'm just going to say, dear friend, it was an honor meeting you. And I'm going to go in to see if he would go also for a hug.
Sure, yeah.
Like kind of like a half hug, like handshake.
Yeah, the bro hug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as I go in, I'm going to slip a note into the inside of his pocket.
Okay. In a way that he notices you doing, or a way that he doesn't notice you doing? Sleight of
no
hand,
idea.
please.
Can I re-roll, my friends? There is something. An inspiration did just drop.
Yes.
Hey, Nathan, do we want to be mean right now? Or nice?
Hey, man.
I'm kidding. Yeah, use it. Use it.
Come on, roll 20. Roll 20. Hey, that's a little bit better.
All right, cool. A 14, just barely. Take back your inspiration. You should have had advantage on this roll because of the enthrall effect, which is still active.
Oh!
So that is still in the pot. Yeah.
As you're doing this, I'll be spinning and just look at you and go, good on you, old sport.
All right. So you slip that note into his pocket, and are you in fact going off to the loo to the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
This whiskey is running right through me.
Okay. So you step up a deck and into the scene of unmitigated violence. As you walk up the stairs and you see the two of them grappling with each other, a gun waving around in the air. Click on your character token and roll for initiative, please. Tragic, really.
Bummer.
That's rough.
It's the music echoing from downstairs as this combat continues. Axel, he just tried to choke you out and failed?
Yes.
Then it's your turn. You have 2 attacks. Remy walks upstairs as the... What would you like to do?
I'll be grappling with the guy. Remy! And I will pull my scimitar out. And I'm gonna stab this fool.
All right, you're in a grapple, so using a scimitar will be at disadvantage. Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll the attack with disadvantage. Roll to gut this guy.
Oh, well, it's not a scimitar. It's a short sword, but...
It's a scimitar. Whatever you want it to be thematically, as long as the effect remains unchanged.
It's a small metal toothpick, and it's deadly.
Very. And I am clicking the button now. Oh, God. Oh, God.
The weapon slides from your hand in the struggle and clatters to the ground, making just a hint of a loud noise that has thus far been avoided. That was
I'm
your
sure
first
both of us look at each other like...
I just realized they're both in a silent fight.
Yeah.
It's just...
That was your first attack. It was your item interaction and your first attack.
Just punch the guy again.
Okay, roll 1d20 plus 7.
Yes. Here I come, big man, silently. Son of a...
And you're
This guy's
hitting him.
tough.
You're hitting him, but he's just no selling the hits, you know.
And I'm giving him the Indiana Jones look, where I'm straight like, what is this guy?
Remy, what are you bringing to the party? It's your turn.
I'm going to grab my boot knife, grab it like this, and I'm just going to run and just right into the neck.
Okay. What is this? Anyways, yeah, go ahead. Roll the attack with advantage.
It's Alfred Hitchcock.
With advantage for the... Would
Isn't
you
that a
please...
natural 20?
Yes, would you please describe this hulking crewman's fate?
As I run up, I kind of like to get Axel out of the way. I'm like, move, you fool! And just, yeah! Like right into this dude's neck. Just...
And as he goes down, just spurting blood all over the walls, he just stares up at you, Axel. Just
I'm sorry.
you are in a position to catch the body without it making a thunk.
I will.
But on the other side of that door is the main crew cabin, the bridge.
Okay.
Blood has spewed from the wound all over the wall to the side.
What I will do is I'm going to take off my jacket and I'm going to start cleaning up, because as a gumshoe, I always have a change of clothes. So I'm going to clean up this blood as not haphazardly, but enough to where it's like quickly, but as cleanly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
As I pull the hulking man, which I had, by the way. I had this.
It looked like it. You were doing rather well.
Thank you. Oh God, this guy's heavy. And I will pull him into the bathroom. Now, is there a way to lock the door and close it from the outside?
From the outside, no, but with the right... go ahead.
I have a set of lockpicks, my friend.
Then the answer is yes. Use those lockpicks with the dexterity check. Click the lockpicks, set it to dexterity, make sure that advantage and disadvantage are both off. And let's see what it looks like.
I believe in you.
It'd be thieves' tools, right?
Correct.
And then so how do I think I just... Oh, here we go.
Just like that.
A 13. All right, that's good enough to lock it.
Cool. And you said that there's another bathroom on the other side?
Correct.
Cool. I'm just going to run over here and go into that bathroom and Superman change into my other pair of clothes. There. And now and obviously wash my face because a little bit of splatter, Yeah.
All right.
So I'm ready to go.
As these two heroes hitman the scene, back in the ballroom, what is Daedalus up to?
I'm just kind of at this point. I would say schmoozing a bit with is it Irma?
Irma Galloway, yes.
I would kind of pull her close at the end of the dance, and I would say, I usually know most faces around me, and you are different. What is your name?
Roll an insight check for me, please. And persuasion.
Insight check has been launched. Persuasion check is an 11. Insight 16.
I will grant you advantage on the persuasion check because of the huge performance you just put on.
Wonderful.
Now, when you stop dancing, the enthrall ends, by the way.
Correct. And this is just the persuasion?
Yeah, just the persuasion. So roll again on the persuasion. We'll take the better.
That's one more better.
All right. She'll go ahead and introduce herself as Irma Galloway. And she doesn't frequent this sort of event most of the time, but is particularly glad that she did this time. You can tell she is a practiced liar. And she's very good at putting on the air of being someone who moves in these circles, but she's more somebody who flits around the edges of these circles. A common charlatan.
My kind of lady. I will look towards her and say, perhaps you and I can get a beverage of sorts.
She'll go ahead and offer you her... No, she'll reach for your arm to be escorted over to the bar.
I will take it and say, I can tell that you are like me, one who peruses many circles but belongs to none. Is that an assumption that makes an ass out of you and me, or am I dead on?
I'd like to think that I belong everywhere that I go. We don't need this music. Shut up. There we go. Yeah, that was wrong mood.
Perfect. Then I will kind of walk, and I want to see if I can perceive anybody during the time, I should say, while I was dancing. Did anybody look suspicious and or not engaged with what I was doing? Because that would be a red flag to me.
Let's see. Who might qualify? Who might qualify? Oh, no, he was engaged. He was pretty well engaged with that. Lula, the lady at the table, didn't seem particularly focused on any of this.
I took that personally. And I continue to walk with Irma, and I look towards Lula and then back to Irma and say, I was rather irritated that she didn't enjoy our dance. You know her?
Why would you be paying any attention to her? I was enjoying it just fine.
It's not always about you, love. It's
And
about
I
the
took
greater
that
picture.
personally.
I smile and say, you're catching on quickly. Come, giggle water.
You are the
and
finest bubbly giggly water, sir.
I take it and go, does it only come in pink?
We also have chartreuse.
Don't know why the sharks would need a truce. They rule the oceans with impunity. And I drink it and I begin to just kind of saunter away.
As you saunter off, the bartender's just standing there and pauses for a moment. Quite, sir.
I'm glad he's on board. I'll have to pay him a nice tip. Yeah, and I will just kind of pick Irma's. I'm kind of understanding that things bigger than me are probably happening right now, but it's my job to put on the face. But I will say, what brings a woman of your caliber to these winds?
I like to stay on top of affairs and polite society things, and it's polite to take an interest in the academics and the antiquities and the whatnot and the museums and such.
I believe you and I are similar-minded. I, too, like to look over different relics and artifacts. You might have heard of me before.
Blink, 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 blink.
Daedalus Elise. The Daytona.
Oh, Daytona, of course. She's lying. She's never heard of you.
And I can see this.
Yes, but she's doing her best to not make it obvious.
You have crossed me for the last time. I just kind of look at her and say, so you've been to my shop?
I've been past it. I don't think that I was on the way to a gala, I'm afraid. But the storefront was quite lovely.
And nothing intrigued you to come into Daedalus's wonderful artifacts?
I'm intrigued now.
Liar, that's not the name of my shop. I've caught you like a rabbit in a snare. We were in a great hunt, and now look at us. 2 grown adults fighting with the power of words and deception. I like you. I'm intrigued.
Must we fight?
No, peace is far more difficult, and I like to take the path less traveled.
Well, then what do you have in mind?
I want to know exactly what you're doing here. And I step forward. Because you're in a room of great power, lady. Wouldn't want to get our head in too deep.
Roll intimidation or persuasion, please. Your choice.
All right.
Intimidation doesn't need to be, I'm going to hurt you. It can just be the more serious, austere approach. Your choice.
I'm going to go persuasion.
Okay.
With a devious connotation. And that is going to be 15.
All right. She will go ahead and pull you aside, looking left and right. And say, perhaps. Okay. Are you familiar with the mayor's son? Mayor Dodson's son?
I'm well aware.
Dre Dodson. Yes, I insinuated myself into his social circles some time ago, and it did not go quite according to my plans. And I think he's trying to have me killed.
It's very interesting that you come to this assumption. As I am aware, the bastard is missing.
That's a relief. Hopefully the person he sent after me got the memo.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Go ahead.
Perfect. I'm really, really good at this too. That's a 12.
12. All right, there we go. She is afraid. And as far as you can tell, that fear is genuine.
I lean in closer and say, tell me why he wants you killed, and I'll see what I can do about protection.
I may have insinuated that I was the heiress of a particularly influential family in the interest of procuring a marriage. And got a little bit into his business and heard a thing or two perhaps that I wasn't supposed to. And ever since then, the dry man has been on after me. And I was rather hoping that I might meet somebody here like yourself who could offer a bit of protection.
Tell me, is this dry man in the room?
I don't see him.
What does he look like? Quickly.
His skin is sallow and cracked and drawn up against the bone. He stands perhaps 6 feet tall, but hunched over in the back. Always wears a huge hat, and his skin underneath his coat rasps like cracked leather. He has a terrible voice, and his breath smells of rotten meat.
That is just fucking disgusting. I will keep that in mind as I proceed through these dealings. If you see him, point him out.
Yes, there's a locked cabin upstairs. Nobody's allowed to access. The only person I've seen go in there is Strickland, who's scoping out the place. It's not his cabin, there's a second cabin. It's under guard at all times by a man with a rather large rifle. As I said, I've only seen Oren go in there. Not even the captain is allowed.
Where is this cabin?
It's up the stairs just outside, and it's on the... Oh, which side was it on? The... What do they call the right side on a boat? That one.
The right side, of course. We both know what this is.
Yes, up the stairs on the right side of the boat. They looked at me very, very harshly when I stepped up there and just said I was looking for a bite to eat.
How many were there guarding that chamber?
There were 2. One of the crew, and like I said, the man in the uniform with the rifle.
Did this man seem suspicious, devious in any sort of way?
Oh, suspicious, yes. Devious, I wouldn't know. I didn't have the chance to find out.
Precarious thing this is, my lady. Wait here. I must drain the main vein. And I will walk away.
Okay. And so
with this applause, as everybody is applauding, I will make my exit, and I will open my coat pocket, and I will just whisper to it, Quirks, I believe it's time to get to work. Referring to the pigeon in my coat pocket.
I forgot about the pigeon.
Correct. You did forget, but I did not. Daedalus has brought his pigeon, Quirks, and we are on the case. Perfect.
And so you emerge, and all this would have been happening fairly simultaneously, so just in time to see them cleaning up the last dregs of blood from the wall.
I walk up and see them both and go, Sweet Lord, I leave you all for but a moment.
You want a job done, don't you?
This is why you were hired. Fantastic.
An undone job you'll have.
Now, I hear there is a secret guarded second cabin. I believe it's time we split up. There's a damsel in distress downstairs. She's being hunted by a man whose skin is dry as the desert. And I, for one, am wishing to make him hydrated once more, if you get my meaning. With murder.
Got it.
Now,
So you're also suggesting that we split up right as we reconvened?
No, I suggest that we split up to not arouse suspicion from anyone who might be listening. We will move together forward. We will move forward together. Us three. Like three amigos,
Daedalus.
as you will.
Shall we?
Are you asking me to dance or to go commit murder in hopes that we save the day?
We have a shrine to get. We have a murder to murder. And we will... We
We have to
killed
find
someone.
Aloysius.
We killed someone.
I believe that
Yeah.
Aloysius might be hidden in this cabin that's guarded by two individuals.
Well, then
Yeah,
let's
we also
go
need to speak with
the
Strickland.
guard. What?
That's it. We go in and speak with Strickland. We find out Aloysius' whereabouts. Wait, if we find out where Aloysius is, and then we find Strickland, and we surprise the party and say, "This is the most devious man in Northport," then we will be sufficed. I have to undo my top button. My jugular is being constricted. Perfect.
Well, let us off.
There
I'm
are
going to...
4
Go ahead,
obvious
sorry.
exits from this area. To the north, the door to the bridge. 6 doors. 2 doors here that lead to small side compartments of some kind. The 2 hatches that lead outside the Zeppelin, 600 feet above the ocean. There are 2 staircases, one on either side of the ship, and there's a door here that leads to the rest of the superstructure of the Zeppelin. What would our heroes like to do?
Remembering back to the conversations earlier, would Daedalus, would you have mentioned to us the whereabouts of Strickland's cabin?
I think we know.
Well, because he only had that conversation with good old what's his name, Ernest Sloan, I believe.
I would reveal to them where Strickland is currently, preparing his speeches, which
And
I have no doubt will bore me to death.
and if I'm remembering correctly, it is above the bridge.
Correct. And there are
Correct.
staircases that go up on both sides and down to the ballroom on both sides.
As you say that, I'm standing there and I go, there are staircases on the right, there are staircases here to the left. If in terms the Zeppelin falls, make your way to the proper exits. But I will be going to the right as I want to secure Aloysius, find out all the stuff I need to take down Strickland if he is indeed an Omelan spy.
So should we proceed upwards then?
Correct, to the right side of the ship to find this guarded place. One of them has a rifle, and the other seems to be just a normal crewman.
Perfect.
Starboard.
Upstairs on the starboard side.
Starboard side. We all agree that that is the side it is on. Perfect.
That is.
All right. How do our heroes proceed up the stairs?
Stealthily.
Sneakily.
Can I get stealth checks from all 3 of you, please? And
I'm really good at this too. That's a 10.
You are average.
I have been drinking the giggly water.
True. All right. Let me magically transport all of you through the Dungeon Master dimension.
That was beautiful.
That was
you.
awesome.
I'm gonna need that sound clip for my Loxodons.
The room up above is utilitarian and bare. No windows lead out, as it is further inside the envelope of the Leviathan. A bored-looking crew member, no stronger, weaker, one would hope, than the one that you've already dispatched.
My God.
And a man in a military uniform with no insignia and a rifle at his side. As the 2 of you sneak your way up undetected. But Daytona, as he moves, you notice he makes just a bit of noise. And the armed guard the military garbed guard, takes notice, looking around suspiciously.
Do I still have my beverage?
Yes, you do.
Wonderful. I'll just kind of accidentally have sipped a little too loud and go. I believe we've lost our way to... I say nothing.
Perfect.
As I begin to speak, I go, I will distract them, and you both just... I will stay silent.
All right. The three of you are creeping up. You've peered into the room. You have not yet been detected, but the guard has been slightly alerted, somewhat suspicious. It is your choice how to proceed. The other one is looking at him like, I didn't see anything. Be quiet. I thought I heard something.
Is this a wall?
Walls on all sides. There's a door here. It's just barely visible. That is the only other egress from the only other obvious egress from this room.
What is this?
Point or ping it. This thing in the middle.
Yes.
Table. Totally bare.
Okay. Gotcha. So are we just like standing there? Like
You're
just like
Well, I don't have enough space on the stairs, so you're all kind of stacked up Scooby-Doo style, creeping up the stairs.
Gotcha.
You've just
Don't speak. The Omelans can smell fear.
We're Kronk right now.
gotcha.
Still 99.
Yeah. So I'm going to look directly at Axel, and I mouth quiet or violent.
I say in a small voice. Just kidding, no voice at all, but mouth it. Quiet.
I'm going to take out of my reporter's kit my small mirror on a metal handle. And I'm going to take a gander at what is pretty much to kind of see what are we dealing with.
Okay.
So the guy has his rifle out, we know that.
Mhm.
But the homie on this other side, is he just kind of just sitting there, like hands like this, just kind of chilling?
He's bored. He's looking at the soldier like, there's been 5 false alarms today. I'm not getting up to this. You notice that the soldier's other armament includes a survival knife, a pistol. It's a heavy rifle. 7-shot capacity, reload, like, old school.
M1 Garand or something.
World War
man.
II, pre-World War II era. But it's definitely, heavy caliber.
Oh man, there's so many things I want to do.
We don't have time for this. We are running out of valuable time.
I just look at him. I just look back and I look at wow, Daedalus or Daedalus. Daedalus, thank you. It's a tough one to looking at it. I'm like, ah!
Die!
Call me Daytona.
Make a scene. You need to
I will make a scene. And I will push past because I'm ready to light this firecracker. And I'm going to walk in and go, stand at attention.
And I will walk in with my medals shown proudly.
Okay.
And I will say, Professor Strickland has sent us to make sure that everything is above board. We're checking in about these false alarms. I want to make sure that everything is going good here.
And I'll walk out with my notepad. Just
Okay. Intimidation, persuasion, performance. Throw some rolls at me. You are absolutely getting some progress on this because of the military background being flexed by Axel and that whole. Again, this isn't all or nothing. This is you're getting something. We're gonna see how much you get.
I'm gonna go persuasion.
Alrighty.
can I go intimidation?
Absolutely.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll
12.
yeah. Oh, 13.
Do I notice that this isn't working very well?
Yes, there's also one inspiration on the table.
Yeah. Take it, Nate.
Dear God.
Axel, my God!
No!
Okay,
No!
as this happens,
We keep the 4 as this
Wait.
happens.
Wait a second. I'm going to use my deduction
die.
die.
Yup.
And I'm going to. Can I give that to somebody else, or is
No,
it only
you
something that I
use
can
it
do?
on yours, but you could add
Okay.
1d8 to your roll right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's a
do that.
D8.
It is a. Hold
I
on,
don't remember if
looking
it
at it.
scales.
One of my medals, like, kind of goes like this.
just limp.
Try to put it
Deduction
back
die is a
on.
D8.
Yeah, you know, it happens as you get older. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
/R space 1d8 in the chat, please.
Okay, so that's 19.
19, that's much better. And somebody has played the Ninjutsu Fact Deck card from our anime arc with my ninja info cards, meaning that our party can get an immediate information on one antagonist, one opponent of their choice.
Rifleman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Question, as I
Yep.
look at this rifleman, I've been looking for Omelan spies. Does he match any sort of description?
Well, this man isn't a spy. He's absolutely an Omelan soldier.
Oh.
Interesting.
And here's his stat block. Oh. Hold on. Try that again. It's being weird. And here's his stat block. No, it's still being weird. Okay, whatever. Screw it. Armor class 17, 58 hit points, 2 attacks. Pretty good strength score. Omelan soldier. That's why he's not wearing any insignia of any kind. And if you have any other questions about him, because I can't make the stat block pop up, I'll just tell you. All right, but that 19 on intimidation, he sort of instinctually goes to attention. He's looking at the 3 of you, trying to like parse this, trying to see if he can figure out, wait a minute, what's going on?
What are his saving throws?
He doesn't have bonuses to any saving throws. He just has his core stats. He's got a +3 strength and +2 on everything else except intelligence and charisma.
Okay.
So intelligence
Can
and
I-
charisma are his weakest stats.
Can I pull up my lapel with
Mm-hmm.
the pin of the Ausonian
Mm-hmm.
and look towards him and say, "Old blood," to sell the lie?
Sir, everything here is in order. We have allowed nobody in except Professor Strickland, as were our orders.
I will be the judge of that. And I will start walking around the room, perusing,
Okay.
looking up and down the walls, looking under the table.
Roll investigation, please.
Can I assist him by also like pointing out things?
Absolutely.
You said investigation?
Investigation, please.
Yoink.
Yo,
Dear God.
let the freaking gumshoe make an investigation roll. Do you have expertise on this?
I don't have Oh yes, I do actually have expertise.
Yeah, this should be completely out of the park. Give me that roll. Yeah, a dirty 20. Okay, this table is solid. It's not like a card table with legs. It's a solid thing. It absolutely, the top pops off.
Will you tell me this at all? Will you like mention or motion? Because I'm just being the overt general that's just kind of like walking around.
And I'll just be like, and what's going on with this table?
Sir, I have not been authorized to know what is in that. Only the guest speaker and Professor Strickland.
At ease, soldier.
And he
Colonel, go
relaxes
ahead and
a
open
little
it
bit.
up.
I will indeed. And I will move to open the table.
Okay. There's some
This is
sort
going to kill me.
I mean, it's not gonna not kill you. All right. As you pop it open, there's a click, and the hair at the back of your neck perks up. You hear a faint whispering, and inside, carved from a purple crystal, is an idol of a near shapeless figure, barely humanoid, its arms outstretched.
I will lean into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I will go, Razzleberry, is this you?
Razzleberry.
Perfect, I've got the right guy. I will reach in, and if I can, before I do, I will say, and where is the guest?
In his quarters, sir, preparing for the keynote.
And Aloysius? I see to it that he has been handled.
As I said, sir, in his quarters, preparing the keynote.
Perfect. And I will reach in and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will shoot quirks out into the face of the rifleman and go, run, boys! And I will sprint away with this shrine. And as I do, I will hand it, because closer to the door would probably be Axel. And I will say, run like the wind is at your heels, boy!
God damn it.
Okay, surprise pigeon to the face, into the soldier's face. As you grab the idol, roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Shit!
Oh no.
Wisdom saving throw. I'm very good at this. 16.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
All right. There's not much in there. Just a little trace, desperation, anger, a vision for a brighter future, fear of a doom to encompass all, and the willingness to do whatever it takes to avert it. But it's just a spark, just a shroud, a momentary surge through you that passes like a bad dream. You pass it to Axel?
No. As I pass it, I go, quick, hold it with something like a rag. It's poisoning my mind. And I toss it and pull a handkerchief out and throw it as well.
Okay, roll a reflex saving throw or an acrobatics check or a sleight of hand check to catch all of these things before one or more touches the ground or you, Axel.
Okay.
Sorry, friend.
Sleight of hand.
Which one?
Acrobatics
Okay.
or dex save, whatever's better.
Sleight of hand, acrobatics, or dex save. Did I do this correct? Yes, I
Yes,
did.
you did. Yes, you did. Effortlessly, without even looking, behind your back, you grab the handkerchief and sweep it around the idol, and I assume the three of you are booking it.
Absolutely. We are booking it.
Okay, well, it is time for teleportation through the Dungeon Master dimension and a different playlist.
And I think I'm just going to try and run for the second guest chambers.
Okay, that would be across this way. All right, the soldier, that bought you one round of confusion, which is enough time for you to run down the stairs across. Wait, is each of these 10? These shouldn't be 10 feet each. These should be 5 feet each. Hold on, I have to recalibrate the entire universe. That happens to me sometimes.
1 second, I have to change everything. What do you mean? Everything!
Everything! All right, let's do the goofy combat music for now.
It isn't easy being a god.
Okay, as I was saying, 10 feet to go down, run across. You can easily run all the way to the other side. So, assuming everyone's along for the ride, anyone doing anything different?
Nope, I'm running.
Okay, back to the Dungeon Master dimension with you.
And I'm sure Daedalus is running just like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of this.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to pull out my camera,
Mm-hmm.
just getting ready for something.
Okay, as an item interaction. Wow. You find yourself in very tight quarters. There's a door immediately to the north and a door immediately to the south. On initial investigation, both doors are locked.
I can open this up really quick.
I run and try to shoulder it open.
Okay, yeah, that's roll an athletics check. And are you pushing the north door or the south door?
I'm pushing the south door.
Okay,
While he's doing that, I will lockpick the north door.
okay.
And I will pull out my pistol and say, "Come on, you Omelan scum! Show your face to me, you devious creature, so that I can put a hole in it with a bullet that causes murder until you die from it."
Say
Just
athletics.
a quick question about the thieves' tools.
Yes.
It's not a lot. It's not allowing me to use my proficiency.
You should be proficient in it. 4 plus 3. It looks like you added a total of +7 to that. Because by
gotcha.
default you're proficient. So you just rolled a 4 on that. That's just sucks to suck.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
right,
You're right.
Meanwhile, Axel bounces against the back door, stumbles into you while you are attempting to unlock it, and then stumbles into Daedalus, who needs to roll a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw for me.
Yes.
I'm super good at this. That's a 12.
12. Okay, you barely manage to hold yourself on the top of the stairs as the two of them bounce back into you. You have your pistol and you're just...
Gentle, I bruise easily, you rapscallions!
And at that, you hear shouting.
Over this
Intruders!
illustrious jazz?
Yes. All right, you know what? Fine. You don't get Obey the Fist.
No,
You get
no,
Combat
I
Roast 2.
loved it!
It was
bad.
so good.
All right, so you hear shouting on the other side as the crew of the Leviathan leaps into action. Roll for initiative. We may not be in combat, but we are in an action scene by all means. Time is now highly relevant. And
Okay,
I
so
forgot,
you roll good for initiative. Come on.
I forgot to tell you, let's see. Okay, you got a 15, you got a 22. I'm making a complete butchery of all this. And we got 21. Okay, well, that's all pretty good. Don't mind me at all. Don't worry about who's rolling for initiative right now. Not a big deal.
I'm worried.
Utterly terrified.
Confident!
All right. Axel, you bounced off the door and bruised your shoulder, but you get the next action.
All right. I will steel myself, and I will have another go.
All right, roll another athletics check. South door still?
South door still.
Okay.
Here we go. With some gumption this time. Yes!
Okay.
Better.
The door bounces open, revealing a supply closet with parachutes.
I
That's
grab,
handy.
and I put one on immediately, and I
Okay.
throw the other two at the other two.
All right.
I would be focused on the hull. I just get absolutely annihilated by this parachute.
Yes. Semi what I was going for.
And I'm going to just kind of throw it on my back and buckle just the top.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's about all that you would really be able to. Axel, is there anything else that you want to do? The parachutes are like right in front of you in the supply closet.
I will pull my pistol out after I've handed out the parachutes.
Mhm.
And ready, steel myself.
Okay. You are now steeled. Remy, it's your turn. You've got your flashbulb out. You've got the top buckle of a parachute wrapped up and good to go. What do you want to do?
I gotta try this door one more time.
I actually
'cause-
neglected something here real quick. There is something else in this closet.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, a spare fuel barrel. Somebody played the red barrels card, so
Oh.
it's a tank of hydrogen, you know, just in case the envelope runs low.
How big is this tank?
It's like an oil drum size.
Okay, so not something that I can just be like, oh, let me just grab that.
Yeah, that's you'd have to drag that around.
Okay. I will keep that up in the old noggin, and I'm going to try one more time with this door.
Okay, roll them tools.
Oh, that's far better.
Click. And with some quick thinking, the door swings open. And you see the professor. Were this a movie, he would obviously be played by John Noble. He has in his hand his cane, his walking stick. The room is scattered, covered with papers, strange vials and bottles, and occult paraphernalia. As he doesn't brandish his cane. He holds it close to himself and regards all of you with a raised eyebrow, peering over his spectacles.
Where is Aloysius? I'm trying to channel my Dayton. Or Daytona. Where is he?
Roll an intimidation check, please. 13.
Can I with my other hand, because I figured I'd be carrying my camera like this, with my other hand, can I just pull my pistol?
Sure. You can hardly expect a civilized conversation under duress.
I'm not looking for civilization or civilized conversation. I'm looking for
Clearly.
answers. I'm looking for answers.
If you're not on the side of civilization, then why am I to assist you? Barbarism is the enemy of all humanity.
I just shoot. Not at him, like past him. Just, it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Give me the answers.
As soon as that shot rings out, I'll go, somebody's shooting on the ship.
All right, noted. He's stowed safely in the stern.
Just to make sure, stern is the back of the ship, right?
Correct.
Cool. Perfect. And then I just kind of step back out, and I'm like, hopefully with some intimidation, be like, all right, Axel, it's up to you now, and just kind of go back.
Daedalus, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Is anyone approaching from the hall we just came from?
Oh, they're coming. They are on their way. As soon as it's their turn, they're shouting. There's all sorts of yelling. You can hear footsteps.
Wonderful. Looking around at the interior of this hallway, if that red barrel was to roll perpetually down the hall and be shot by one particular bullet, the whole thing go boom.
The barrel has 10 hit points. The moment that it's punctured, it starts to burn, and it will continue to lose hit points every round. So it depends entirely on how much damage you do at the bottom, whether it explodes now or later.
And I can hear this conversation happening behind me, correct?
Yes, sir, you are privy to this conversation.
I would step into the room. And I would look towards this figure that is Strickland. You make me want to vomit, sir. What are Omelans doing on this ship?
Daedalus Alessi.
Oh, you know who I am, you pompous ass.
Well, of course. I mean, we often travel in the same circles. I'm quite familiar with devious devices. I expected a man of your caliber to be a little bit less close-minded.
Closed-minded? You're one to talk about closed-mindedness with your mind so closed. Fool. And I will raise my pistol.
Okay.
And realize that my companion is also doing that, and then I will lower it and say, he's got this. And I will walk.
Oh, I backed out of the room. I backed out of the room.
Shit, I pull the pistol back up as I've realized my mistake. And I say, you sicken me. How could you do this?
Then you
Side
clearly,
with those.
if it takes all it takes is for me to sicken you, then you must have become numbed to the many, many tragedies that assail humanity on a daily basis. And yet one professor is what turns your stomach. Hardly the outlook of an intellectual.
An intellectual would understand that the amount of tragedies that you would impose by siding with the Omelans is too much to ignore.
1 generation of suffering, 10,000 years of prosperity. The math is quite simple.
Prosperity under rule that is tyrannical in nature.
Enlightenment.
I will have none of it.
Again, tyranny, a word for the small-minded. That
What are we
can't
doing?
possibly describe you, Daedalus.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to agree to disagree. And I turn and I say to Axel, did that come across as dangerous as it sounded?
It was great. What are we doing?
I'm killing him with murder! And I shoot.
All
Would
right.
you like me to give you an attack roll with my medium pistol, sir?
I would like an attack roll with a medium pistol. No advantage on this. Give me a flat roll.
Bang! It's on its way to you.
Yes.
Currently.
Any second now. A
24.
24. Wow. Okay. For 9 points of damage. And he uses his reaction, Uncanny Dodge, to cut the damage down to 4 hit points.
He is indeed the most devious man in Northport City.
You have double shot.
I do
Or
have double shot.
Double
You do
tap,
have-
double tap.
Yeah, you can roll a second shot at advantage if you want. Or at disadvantage. Disadvantage.
At disadvantage, correct. I'm rolling that now as I go. He's quick with it, like a minx. And I will shoot. That's a 14 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it. 9 points of damage this time.
I fire a second time.
Because of the way that hit points work, he's not literally Terminator soaking all of these hits. It's more, close misses, wearing down his luck and such, but that was a hit.
Perfect.
Anything else? Daedalus?
I will say, quick, you run and get Aloysius. I'll deal with this scum and his band of merry men.
Speaking of merry men.
Shit.
Don't mind me. Somewhere far below in the infrastructure of the place, footsteps clang along a metal catwalk. Lots of footsteps. Don't mind me. Lots and lots of footsteps. Just doing my thing. Playing with my action figures. Wonder how many rounds it's going to take these guys to get there. Camera cuts away to the crew gathering their pistols and their knives and just... Oh, I forgot to roll these guys in. The completely inconspicuous individuals. There we go.
Inconspicuous.
Yep, absolutely inconspicuous. All right. There's one crew member who's going to be able to make it here. 25, 30.
Also, I should say that I did put on the parachute. And I would have said a quick quirp like, your idea was so genius it knocked me off my feet, Axel.
One crew member runs up brandishing his knife, not his pistol. Is it a knife? Yeah, it's a knife. Brandishing his knife, he runs up on Remy, but he's out of breath. He's used his entire action just to reach you. It is now time for Professor Strickland. He takes his sword. Sorry, I just gave up the ghost. He takes his cane, pops it open, pulls out a sword, and goes at you. And he's He's gonna use a sleight of hand. Does he have sleight of hand? Deception check. Roll an insight check, please. If you fail, he gets advantage on this attack.
I hate that. So I have to roll an insight check?
And beat a 22. Meet or beat a 22.
That is the worst. That is bad luck. Okay. That'll be a sweet 15. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
He swings it unexpectedly as it slides from its poisoned sheath. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit my
Okay.
frail body.
Roll a Constitution saving throw against that poison to cut the damage in half.
Well, that's a fun time. That's
Okay.
a 7.
So, fun fact: if you click on your character and then you in the green bubble that pops up, you can just put -18 and hit enter, and it'll do the math for you. It's one of my favorite things.
So 42, and I just put -18.
Yeah, you just click on it, -18. There you go. Except
That's
that
not great.
he also has sneak attack.
This is fantastic.
For an additional 19 points of damage. Do you have any reaction abilities?
Currently, no.
All right. Mr. Daedalus, it seems that I am the one who will be killing you with murder.
Well, you're not wrong.
I think it cleared your hit points. What should you be at right now?
I'm at 24.
Okay,
I
I'll have
believe,
another
I
19.
believe that was it. And then I have to remove the 19.
Yep.
This is not good for old Daedalus.
Turns out the old professor's a bit of a bastard.
Okay, well,
All right.
wonderful.
Moving more bad guys. Do they have cunning action? They do. Okay, sweet.
Of course they do.
Moving the bad guys. All right.
Daedalus, that's a lot of footsteps.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them on their way. And now the Omelan soldier, who is going to make his way to the bottom of the staircase. You can see him, Remy, behind the crewman in front of him, and he has his gun drawn. No, he has his combat knife out. None of them seem particularly keen to fire bullets around here. No, his bayonet. He'll use his bayonet. That's more fun. Anyways, he can't actually reach you this round, so that's it for him. I do have a few more soldiers, but they're kind of at the back of the pile, so don't worry about them for a couple more rounds. Axel, top of the round. It's your turn. What do you do?
So I have a hand grenade.
Oh.
And I want to... in my main hand, I'm gonna pull out my sword.
Okay.
And in my offhand, I'm gonna pull out the hand grenade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna straight up go, ah! With the hand grenade.
Like Anchorman?
Straight up like Anchorman. Just like, ah! Ah! And I'm going to take a swipe at ye old professor.
Okay, let's
With-
move you into the room.
The sword.
Now, if you want to try to flank him, you could use an acrobatics check to attempt to get around him. If you fail, you won't move all the way around him. If you beef it, you'll fall prone. Would you like to make that play?
I would love to make that play.
Great.
I've been rolling like crap all night, so let's see how this goes.
Let's see what happens.
Private, you make that
12.
deal? I make that deal.
You make it this far. You can't get to all the way to flank him. You know what? It's just difficult terrain. You can get this far.
Yeah, why not?
All right. You can go ahead and make your sword attack, assuming that's where you want to be. If you want to be closer to the door, that's your prerogative.
No, absolutely. I will just like run past him with the grenade in his in his face, and I will like take a swipe as I go by.
Cool. Roll it.
From behind, and that's with advantage because of flanking.
Yes.
Nice. Wham! Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. That is 8 points of damage, and he will take it.
Yeah, you tank that damage, brother.
As he goes to barely parry. Obviously, you do damage, but again, you're not cutting apart his meat, so he barely manages to parry you from the other side. What else you got? Multiple attacks, right?
Well, I do have multiple attacks.
Which is fun because when you use double tap, you can shoot 4 times.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll do it again.
All right. Roll with
gonna
advantage
take-
because you're still flanking him.
Ye old swipey. Wham.
12. That's not enough. The old professor parries against you.
My
And you're-
God, man.
And you haven't pulled the pin, you're just waving the grenade around, right?
Yes, I'm not pulling the pin just yet.
Is your cause so worthwhile that you'd set this entire vessel up in flames and kill yourself?
Maybe.
I press X to doubt. Are you bluffing or no?
I am totally bluffing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he presses X to doubt. Is that it for your turn?
That is it for my turn.
Remy.
If Daedalus hears this, he's like, yes, pull the pin and kill us all. Ensure his destruction.
All right. What I would like to do, if you will allow me a brief description.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to unclasp the parachute and put it on this dude right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
In one fell swoop, pull the chute and shoot the window. To kind of like create this, like pull him out of
Okay,
the Zeppelin.
remember, you're only 600 feet up. So it's not going to be a huge depressurization effect. You're low enough that you can have the windows open.
It's not going to suck him out.
Yeah, you won't be able to pull the alien mother at this point.
Okay, fine. Then
There's an explosive fuel barrel in the closet. Oh, no, it's not down the stairs. Anyways, carry on. There's 2 bad guys down the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna flash the camera right in his hit the flash right in his eyes.
Okay, that'll be a Constitution saving throw, which he beats.
Flash him, Remy.
And he is blinded for 1 round.
Perfect. Would that be an action or a bonus action to have?
I'll let it be a bonus action.
I appreciate you so much. I will take a step back and be like, prepare to die, and I will shoot and shoot again with my heavy pistol.
All right, send it. Do you have extra attack or are you double tapping?
I'm double tapping.
You
So
have
the first
advantage
one.
on the first shot because he's blinded.
Oh.
Go ahead and turn on that advantage and roll it. A 16.
So quick question, because it says here that I have precision shot, and I'll link this here.
You had double
That
the
I get
proficiency
to-
bonus when attacking with it.
Yes. Did it do that here? Is that the +6 that I'm seeing?
Let's take a look under the hood. All right, so your dexterity modifier is 4. No, that's lower than it should be in the first place. Hold up. Okay, let's see. So dexterity +3 proficient. Okay, I fixed it. You should have rolled a dirty 20 with that.
Perfect.
That is obviously a hit, and if you double tap, your second shot will only be at normal because you still have advantage, so it cancels out. Okay, the first one barely grazes him. The second one with this heavy pistol, as it just barks, shoots him right in the chest. The force of the impact sends him sprawling down the stairs, and the Omelan soldier at the bottom of the stairs is going to roll a dexterity saving throw to avoid fall. No, strength, to just shrug it and no-sell it. No-sells the death of his comrade, and, but yeah, the crew member's down. You can see the Omelan at the bottom of the stairs. He's actually 1 square in front of you. I just want to, you to be able to see him.
And then can I get and he's got like his bayonet out?
Yes, correct.
I'm going to just be right up with him just so that way it's neck and neck.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Daedalus, as this conspirator, this saboteur, this traitor assails you with unexpected swiftness and venomous poison from his cane, A surge of righteous fury flows through you. Heal 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
8d4?
Yeah, somebody cashed in one of the rarer healing cards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
the epic healing card.
I think that's it.
Plus
So
8.
8d4 plus 8, so 14,
32.
32. Perfect.
And you can just do plus 32 in the same way that you do minus 32, and it should fix it.
Right. I was at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do plus 32.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That changes everything.
Clutch.
Perfect.
Absolutely clutch.
Then I will look towards him with this righteous fury, and I will use mental manipulation and use an action to unleash a trade of stinging and biting verbal abuse at a target creature within 60 feet of me who can hear and see me, which he can. I need a wisdom saving throw from him as I look at him and say, "You call that a sword with poison? The only thing it poisoned was, I mean, it worked. It did hurt really bad, but it's no match for justice.
All right.
And you smell bad."
You're not sure if it was your stinging insult or the mental confusion of you working through the insult, but either way, he is affected by your ability. Does that inflict psychic damage?
It does. 2d4 psychic damage, and I'm going to roll that for you right now.
And he has, all right, so minus 3 hit points, and he has some sort of a penalty, right?
Correct. So now he takes 3 points of psychic damage, and he will have disadvantage on the next attack roll he attempts before the end of its turn, or his turn.
There we go. That was a bonus action to use that? Or
That is a main action, mental manipulation.
Got anything else in
Is
the
that
tank?
pretty much? Is that like a vicious mockery
Yeah,
almost?
it's vicious
Correct.
mockery.
Okay.
But it's not magic. He's literally just hurting your feelings that bad.
Correct. I'm just being mean and crass. And I'm in his range currently.
Mm-hmm.
I will aim the pistol towards the barrel. And I will say, "I'm ready to die for my cause. Are you?" And that's all I will do with my turn.
Okay. Up. There's another crewman at the bottom of the stairs waiting for the Omelan soldier, waiting patiently to take his turn.
I see him.
And I'm moving the entire crew 60 feet as they dash. So there's a lot more people on their way. I'm gonna have, no, he has to do that on his turn. He can't make that choice just yet. Okay. It's okay. Well, actually, it is Strickland's turn. He is going to roll insight. Daedalus, are you bluffing?
No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Shit. Yes, I am. Fuck. I'm in a pickle. A bit of a pickle right now.
Yep. He sees right.
Question, does he ask me if I'm bluffing?
No, he just looks at you.
Okay, perfect.
I don't think you are. And he's going to try to stab you. Does a 14 hit?
He's truly the most devious man. Yes, it does.
Well, he has to
He has to roll
re-roll
disadvantage.
because he has disadvantage. I'm gonna keep the first damage result if it hits, which it does. You take
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
roll a Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, you can cut that poison damage in half.
Absolutely.
You did not
That's an-
succeed.
That is an 8, yes.
You may enjoy 12 total damage.
Perfect. Okay. As he stabs me, I will go, "It's not working! He's hurting me!"
And he's going to use a bonus action to disengage.
Get away from me, scum!
As the old man deftly and sprightly weaves his way past you through the door. Incredibly agile for somebody who looks like Benjamin Franklin. However, he can't also bypass Remy at the same time. The Omelans spies, who are a completely different type of character and who have the dash as a bonus action ability, are hustling. They will be the first to arrive on the scene. The Omelan soldiers are bringing up the rear behind the wave of just goons. But yeah, there's a whole platoon on their way to you. Axel, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Is he really the most devious man? Ah! And I will run.
He's fucking killing me!
And I will run straight towards him.
Mm-hmm. Daedalus, you have the
Pulling out-
option of stepping aside if you'd like.
Who,
Will
me?
you step aside, Daedalus?
Daedalus, you have the option of stepping aside.
I will step aside, absolutely. I'll say,
Good.
go get him!
He's killing me.
He's killing me!
And I will pull. He called my bluff on the grenade.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pull the shotgun out.
Oh,
And I will press it into his back.
okay.
And I will say, take another step. And you won't have a backbone to stand on.
All right. You have readied an action to fire. Is it a pump action or double barrel?
It is a pump action.
Okay. All right. Well, all attacks at within 10 feet with a shotgun have advantage. So you now have a readied action that you may use at your discretion to blast him.
So I want to position myself kind of between the arriving platoon
Mhm.
and Oren,
All right. So
kind of as like a hostage situation. And I want
The-
to... Oh, go ahead.
there's no room at the moment. You are all packed together in close quarters. You can be here, or you can try to run past him into the storage cupboard with the fuel barrel, but you cannot reach this point unless you squeeze in. And if you're squeezing together, you'll have disadvantage on basically everything.
Can I push him into the closet with the barrel?
You have multi-attack, so yes, you could attempt to shove him. That would be an opposed. You'd roll athletics against his acrobatics or athletics, his choice.
Well,
You can also use the whip to make a trip attempt.
that's so cool. All right. Here's what's gonna happen. As I have the shotgun to his back, and I said that super badass line, I'm gonna tell the other two, go find, oh God,
Aloysius?
Aloysius. Because didn't the girl tell him that there was an undisclosed room next to the room that we are currently in?
On the starboard side. You're on the port side. You guys
On
were
the port
in
side.
the chamber where you found the shrine. There was a door in that room.
And that's where, okay, so we have to go back, basically.
Oren said that Aloysius is in the stern of the ship at the very back.
He did say that, but was he lying?
You could roll insight.
Why not?
I'm gonna roll my
Deception.
I'm gonna roll imperceptively.
Why was that at advantage?
It doesn't matter. We take the first roll whenever that happens, so the 16 holds.
Okay.
Oh my god. He got a natural 1.
Yeah, he did.
So you press him, he's like, "Are you sure he's in the stern?" "Yes, of course, absolutely." And at that exact moment, you hear the door on the other side of the wall open, and you hear somebody like shuffling out over here.
I knew it. He was lying. Get Aloysius. We've got to get there. I'm just holding the shotgun to his back because I want to make sure that when that platoon arrives, they're not going to do anything crazy.
Okay. So you've got that action prepared to open fire. And you've seen through his lies. Is there anything else you're doing?
There's nothing else I'm doing.
Then
but
you let me
holding the
know
shotgun.
if or when that action goes off. Remy, Omelan soldier, and more, lots more on their way.
Oh God. Okay, so if I were to want to disarm this soldier and arm myself with the weapon, what would you have me do?
You would do an athletics check again against acrobatics or athletics, and if you succeed, you now have the weapon.
Well, that doesn't work in my favor because I have nothing in athletics.
Unless you have something else, if you can sell me on something else.
I was hoping to do some sort of like, because I'm fast-handed, just to kind of like, with everything that had happened, just to kind of be like quickly, like take it with. I was hoping to use some sort of either dexterity or sleight of hand.
Okay, I'll let you use sleight of hand. This will take your action, however.
Okay. So, and also, or just a quick question. I am not finding like the different actions I have. I only have like attacks.
Let's
that
look
I'm
at your
seeing on
special
my
abilities.
characters.
Your special abilities. Lay of the streets, precision shot, jack of all trades, facing the crowd, deduction dice. Yeah, you don't have any other activatable abilities. Your thing is that you're really good at certain skills.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I think you should have, let's see. I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong.
Okay, cool. So then I'm just going to I'm going to use that sleight of hand and take that action and try and disarm this guy.
Okay, the soldier?
And the soldier right in front of him.
Okay, roll it.
And I'd like to use my the deduction die
Roll
to increase
1d8
that.
and don't get a 1. It's only a 12.5% chance. That'll never happen.
There we go.
Yeah, you have now stolen the heavy rifle with bayonet.
Sick. And then I can just add from the journal, add the heavy rifle. Okay, cool. Cool. Then, and I'm just going to aim it at him and just be like, back it up.
Okay. Next door, on the other side of the cabin, as I mentioned, a door opens. Footsteps through the thin metal walls. Somebody is on the move. You all hear it. Daedalus, it's your turn. You're inside the room. You're wounded, not bloodied. The professor is still fighting strong. What do you want to do?
And I hear the shuffling of footsteps. Aloysius, is that you?
A brief pause, and then the running continues.
And it's away from us?
Yes. Down the stairs.
I'm going to try and take this opportunity to squeeze past them and just, pardon me, and I'm going to try and run after him, parachute in tow, ready to snatch and grab.
Roll acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Wonderful. I'm great at both of these. Give me something, please. 12. 12.
Okay. The Omelan soldier in the front is going to attempt to oppose you.
Okay.
A 15. Unless anybody has any inspiration left, because there's none left in anything that I can see. I think it's
So is he just grabbing me?
He's just.
Am I able to spend my points to provide inspiration to the pool? Or is it because I'm a player?
Your channel points? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Hey,
However,
it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. I'll let you spend the bonus action you didn't have last time to give advantage to Daedalus.
Okay. Yeah.
And another inspiration has been added to the pool. So roll that one again, and then there's one inspiration in the pool.
Perfect.
A 14.
It's a 14.
Okay.
That will not. Does he grab me?
No, you just like you're running, and he just body blocks you. This big old Omelan soldier.
All right.
And
Well,
awkwardly crammed in between the two of them.
have I used my action so
You have
far?
not.
Or-
You have not. That was movement.
I go, get out of the way, you dolt, and I shoot him.
Roll with disadvantage because you're at point blank, because you're crammed
Absolutely.
up. And you cannot make a double tap if you have disadvantage already.
Correct. That's a 10. Tell me it hits.
The gun goes wide, or the bullet just.
Sorry, old sport. I'm a
you'll
horrible
blow the
shot.
envelope.
I don't know what letters or parchment have to do with any of this.
All right.
That'll be it for me. I'm at a disadvantage here, literally.
Hup. All right. You can hear the cabin below absolutely filling with goons and the crew. The situation has escalated. It is Professor Strickland's turn. He's going to... You've got it at his back. He hesitates for a moment, evaluating the situation, contemplating his next move. And then, let's see.
Think hard, Professor.
Yeah, this will work.
Okay, all right. This is all too dramatic for me.
A panel in the back of the supply cabinet swings open. And a tall figure, hunched over, wearing a wide top hat with eyes that glow from beneath it, and a long coat, steps out of that hidden compartment.
Well, who are you?
You all settle this amongst yourselves. I have business to do, all right? Enjoy yourselves.
Does this breath smell like meat?
Oh, he smells terrible. He smells absolutely awful.
It's the dehydrated man! I scream.
And I'm going to roll him in.
State your business, you thirsty... man?
I'm here to kill someone, do you mind?
Is it one of us or one of our enemies?
I don't even know who you are.
That's fair. No retort.
Understandable. Have a nice day. All right, I'm going to roll him in. Let's see what he gets. He gets +3 on initiative checks, so he moves on 17. So he is going to... Oh, no, he doesn't actually get to go yet. He just sort of emerges dramatically. Orin still has to decide what he's going to do. And I think what he's going to do is... take the dodge action. To give himself... to give any attacks against him disadvantage. And then, as a bonus action, he's going to disengage and attempt to bolt through everybody. You're welcome to shoot the shot, Axel.
I'm taking the shot, man.
You no longer have advantage for being within 10 feet because he used his action to give you disadvantage, but you still have a flat shot at this.
I'm taking the shot. This guy's pissing me off.
The shotgun. Shotguns deal double damage within 10 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Actually, yeah, roll an additional D8 plus 4. Just click the shotgun again and add the damage.
Oh, yeah.
Cut him down!
Okay, 17. He felt that one. He is now bloodied. He is no longer doing as well as he thought he was. He's going to use his acrobatics check to attempt to...
To do nothing. To do nothing.
The force of the blast knocks him prone.
Yes, it does.
He is now flat on the ground. And every single spy on the deck is now downstairs. You're surrounded. Lay down your weapons.
No! I look at my party and I go, it seems we have an Ozonian standoff. Nobody move or the professor gets it. Dryman, do you have anything to say?
Can I just leave? I don't care about any of this.
Shit.
Well, leave. You smell.
Unless any of you have a better offer.
I know who it is you seek. Destroy these Omelan soldiers, and I will deliver her to you.
Gee, I wonder where she might be. On this completely enclosed flying vessel with nowhere to go.
I tried my best, brothers. I really did.
But now she knows you're coming. She knows. But if you allow us to deliver her unwillingly, wouldn't that be all the more advantageous for you?
Death
It's
is
getting a little dark.
death. I do like the way you mortals bark. Reminds me of me. Very quick to throw people to the wolves.
Seems we have an intellectual standoff here.
Axel, it is your turn. You have a shotgun and a prone target.
Oh, man. Okay, so with the sound we heard, like the door opening and the guy shuffling away, was that like on the other side of a wall inside of the room?
It was on the other side of this wall right here.
Okay. Okay, so back inside the room, right? Okay. I'm gonna go back into the room.
You're still kind of stuck in this room right here.
Okay. So I'm already where I'm supposed to be, technically?
Pretty much, yeah. The party has just been given one clean shot. An immediate critical success. It must be used before the end of this round.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I have this rifle pointed right at this 58 HP homie. I could do some damage.
I don't know what HP is, my boy. Just shoot the man.
Well, that's why I was speaking out of character.
I want to
Hop
shoot.
back into your persona, friend.
I want to shoot the wall.
Okay, the wall is immobile and it's within 10 feet, so you automatically deal double damage.
So I want to shoot it with both of my shots to try and get a good enough spread that I can literally just like punch through the wall and get through it.
Roll 4 times and deal that much damage to the wall. These walls aren't that thick, and it's mostly aluminum. 9 damage, 16 damage, 26 damage, 36 damage as you unload both barrels, and everybody in the building winces. And I'm just gonna cheat here, but yeah, you've blasted a hole in the wall.
Yeah. And I'm gonna bust through there.
All right.
Aloysius, we're here to save you.
All right, that's 10 feet of movement. You have 20 more feet of movement. The door is to Aloysius's cabin is open. He's nowhere to be seen just yet.
And you said it sounded like he was shuffling down the stairs?
Yes, he went down the stairs.
My sweet boys, come! Let's finish this. And I will start running down the stairs. Aloysius!
Okay. You run all the way down the stairs. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of vision here because it's more dramatic that way. And
Oh my God!
the entire area is full of Omelan spies who are all looking the other direction for one fraction of a moment. And just around the corner, again, for dramatic effect, you can see Aloysius Carrington running down the causeway. There's also a crapload of dudes running down the causeway. He's running straight towards them.
Well, I don't know what else I could do. I don't think I could do anything. I took my 2 shots.
Roll a persuasion check.
I will roll a persuasion check. You will come with us.
13. It's enough. There's a brief pause. And then you hear him saying to the Omelan spies, "Keep them away from me."
Wiener. Okay, well,
And he keeps running. Remy, it's your turn. You heard the summons to escape out the other side and to go get Aloysius. Perhaps you did not hear the shocking revelation of Aloysius's true allegiance, that he was no prisoner here, but he came of his own free will. But nonetheless, that natural 20, that automatic critical success is in your team's pocket. It is your turn. You heard the call, and Professor Strickland is on the ground. And there's a Omelan soldier and just so many guys. Just so many guys. And the dry man lurking around the corner.
I am going to just look at the Omelan soldier and I just say, looks like you chose the wrong side, and just shoot with the rifle.
Okay. Are we cashing in the 20?
I am.
Okay. You automatically critically hit. Roll damage twice. 32 points of damage. Sorry, I just need to move you into the negative zone for a moment. I have to reach this guy under this whole pile. Hang on. Hold on. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Blam. That one was not a, oh, it's not meat points hit. That was a solid hit. And he is stunned for 1 round from the massive damage.
And with that, I'm going to drop the rifle and full sprint through that hole in the wall.
Okay.
And as I'm passing Daytona, I'm going to say, we need to fly away now. And just go and run and try and catch up with Axel.
All right.
Fly, you fools! This enemy is above you!
Charging away towards the door. You can probably get a little bit further. There you go. All right. It's the dry man's turn. He pokes his head around the corner, looks down at Orin, looks over at Daedalus, says,
Hey, you gonna eat this?
No,
Okay.
not one for Omelan tastes.
At one point, all mortals start tasting the same.
You might just be the most devious, rotting corpse I've ever seen.
He reaches out with his life drain attack for 14 damage. 14 damage. So he basically just crouches down next to him, sort of, squats next to him, puts his dry, crumbling hand around the guy's neck, and you see something flowing out of his eyes, an ephemeral spiritual ectoplasm as it flows out of him and then into the dry man's hand. And for a moment, the flesh regrows just a little bit, plumps up almost as if he's alive. And when he is done, Oren Strickland is left as just as much of a husk as the man who stands before you. And he looks over at the hole that you made and says,
That'll look better, thank you.
and he's going to... The dry man strides right up behind you, Remy.
Hey.
Oh, wait, he can move through difficult terrain. Yeah, so he actually just goes over the table easily, no problem. And yeah, that'll do.
I can just hear the dry, crusty skin as he like climbs over it.
Yup, it's like parchment. Aloysius Carrington, down on the deck below, flees. Does he have enough movement to get through the entire goon squad? He does not. He's trying to push his way past people left and right, shoving past the entire crew that's on its way. Daedalus, it's your turn.
All right, I'm not sure how far my other companions have gone, but I have this soldier in front of me, correct?
Correct, and he's grievously wounded.
Fantastic. Grievously wounded. I am going to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
If
He's
I
stunned.
can
He
with
can't
my
attack.
action.
You don't have to use your action.
Then
to
I will
disengage.
not disengage. I will run back into the room over Strickland's body and say, "Look at you! You look like a raisin." And I will walk in and I will say out loud, I can't see further into that sort of area. I would like to stay in range of the red barrel.
Ah, got it. Whoop.
And I will say, "Did you find Aloysius?" I'll yell it.
Shouting is a free action.
He's on the other side.
Drat! I was worried about this. And I see the red barrel, and if the guards can have somewhat of a view of me in the threshold of the doorway, I will say, "Come any closer and I blow us all up! And I'm not freaking bluffing!"
The guards are significantly less astute than the late Oren Strickland. And so they don't have anything to say, or they pause, they hesitate. Do you want to ready an action or what?
No, I will fucking run down the corridor.
All right, you have enough movement to go all the way to the stairs if you'd like.
I run to the stairs, and I will just simply say to the dry man, "Help us and I will owe you a favor," and I know that those are impossible to calculate a number into.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, I'm pretty good at this. That's a... Oh, did it do it at disadvantage?
We take the
It
first
did.
one, the 17.
17.
Done.
That's going to bite me right in my rear end. I can feel it. Okay, and that's it for me.
Okay.
Wait, literally.
All right. There are so many people on their way in right now. They're just flooding this area. This one is going to dash to the bottom of the stairs, attempting to cut off your escape. And you can tell the gantry is absolutely flooded with them. Orin Strickland is super dead. All right, the spies are somewhat blocked, but this one is going to ready in action to shank you the moment that you walk around this corner. Axel, you know that there is an Omelan spy around the corner waiting for the chance to shiv you. Roll a perception check, Axel.
Boy, do I have a boomstick for him. You said perception?
Yes.
Lovely.
You can hear outside Aloysius talking to somebody, and then two of the heaviest sets of boots start moving in the other direction.
Of course, I can't hear him.
Axel, it's your turn. There's one crew member in front of you. There's a window here, and you know that the hatches that lead out of the ship are around the corner. You also know that the sky is through this wall.
The sky is through that wall, huh?
On the upper floor, you're surrounded by the envelope. On the bottom floor, it's hanging out from beneath.
Oh. Okay, so if I were to blast through the wall again, that could be a nice little whoop right out the side, yeah.
And you already stole the parachute.
Mmm.
Who hurled their parachute?
Who? What? Their parachute?
Oh no, you gave a parachute.
Yeah, I gave.
Remy was going to do the whole awesome parachute thing, except for the fact that you weren't high enough up in altitude.
Yeah.
To rain on the parade.
Right. Okay. All right. Here's what's going to happen. Never mind. I can't do that. I was going to say I toss a grenade.
You can do that.
Do I want?
That's your prerogative.
I don't want to kill everyone on the ship. You know what I'm saying?
So one thing to note is that the gantry down here, there's open space on either side. The gantry runs like along the bottom of the thing. It's mostly isolated from the hydrogen envelope. Unless that grenade did max damage or close to max damage.
Okay. Okay. And being a tactical mindset type of guy, let me click the button. I can assess really quickly that I can toss this grenade and not kill everyone on the ship and have the Zeppelin blow up.
There's a possibility that it won't kill everybody on the ship and cause the Zeppelin to blow up. There's actually a pretty good possibility. The odds are good it won't explode. What's the AoE on that grenade? Is it written in the thing?
It is. Where is it? 20. Well, 2060 is the throw. I don't see it. I don't see a.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
Okay. It's in the your notes somewhere.
It should be in my notes. I'm looking in the book right now. Hand grenade. 15-foot radius.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're tossing the grenade around the corner.
Okay. This is a skill shot, so it's going to be at disadvantage. But the DC, the armor class is super low. And this is a proficient dexterity attack.
Okay. Wait, it's proficient dexterity attack. Do I have to do anything weird?
Roll. Oh, do you have the grenade in your weapon list?
I do. Yes,
then
I do.
Click the grenade with disadvantage.
Ah. Whammo.
An 11. Okay.
Not horrible.
You lean your head out. As you lean your head out, the spy that was preparing to shank you attempts to shank you.
this guy.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
And he has an ally nearby, so he shanks you for 11 points of damage.
Owie!
And then you hurl a grenade. And the grenade explodes for 37 points of damage. None of the crew get saves. They're just dead. The spies, do they have evasion? They do not. So I am going to roll. How many spies do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spies. I'm going to roll for 4 spies. And they have to beat a DC. And I'm just going to roll it. And then, you know, if it's fail, 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 fail. The explosion goes off. You hear shrieking. There's a Wilhelm scream as one of the crew members goes flying off the gantry. You've now racked up the highest kill count. Shrapnel flies in all directions. And then you hear another boom. As a fuel barrel explodes, spewing fire everywhere. The fuel
Thank you,
barrel
Chad.
that was just around the corner that I placed like 2 hours ago. Oh man, where's my animated fire? It explodes, lighting one of the port engines on fire. That was your action. That was a pretty good action, all things considered.
Yeah. Will I still be able to do one more thing?
That was an action. What do you have in mind?
Okay. I was going to say, will I still be able to shoot my shotgun?
No, that would take an action.
Okay. I figured I'm going to be around that corner getting my shotgun ready to blow this door or this wall open so
You
I
can move
jump out.
as well. You seem to have cleared away a lot of everything. That was a big
Okay, I do
grenade.
have-
Holy crap.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I don't want to walk in because of the fire that's everywhere.
Well, I mean, you don't know how wide it's spreading. You just hear it and you feel the heat. Remy, you're up next. Plan your move.
All right, I'm just going to peek around the corner and
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
So I'm going to just be like, so are we getting the hell out of here or what?
Oh, hang on. I need to...
We're getting out.
Is there, because you said that there's like is this hidden room, this thing that I'm at right now?
Let me cross over to where you are. Yeah, that was the hidden room. That's where Aloysius was holed up.
Okay. So then there's no windows up here, I'm guessing.
Correct. Also, a bunch of shrapnel just flew through the floor. You can now see
Oh.
through the floor. It's small holes. It's not big enough to be like to jump down, but you can see through that grenade went off underneath your foot, underneath your feet. Everyone felt it. The whole thing shook. It was incredibly loud. Your ears are ringing, and shrapnel pierced through the floor. You can kind of see down below.
Okay. Is it, from what I can tell, is it safe to move down the stairs?
Yeah, Axel's down there.
Okay, then I'm gonna move down the stairs to the lower quadrant.
Okay, here you are. 15 feet of movement. You are now over here. You've had 15 more feet of movement, and you still have your action and your bonus action.
So what do I like? I don't know if I have anything to do with bonus actions from my.
Hey, pull out an item. Like,
Okay.
sometimes I'll just let you do stuff with them. Skill checks, I'll let you use any of your skills as a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So can I squeeze past?
Yeah,
Axel.
You can always move through an allied square.
Okay, and is there a door that he's at, or is that just
There's
a
a window.
window?
Yeah, and he's planning on blasting it with his shotgun.
Can I use my thieves' tools and pull out my glass cutter and use my glass cutter on the window?
Oh, yeah, go ahead and give me that roll with dexterity. A 14. Thinking quickly, you cut it loose, and yeah, that window is now open.
I'm just going to push it out and be like, I'll see you at the bottom, and jump.
Okay. And Remy plummets down towards the ocean. And down you go. Looking up, you see an airplane hanging, a seaplane hanging underneath the ship. You also see that one of the engines is on fire. One of the front left engine is on fire, exploded. The fire is spreading. And you see 2 Omelan soldiers climbing down a ladder, holding on for dear life as the explosion goes, into the seaplane.
My question to you.
Yes.
Was that a bonus action to use the glass cutter?
Yeah, I'll make it a
Or would
bonus
that have
action.
been with my action and my precision shot? Can I kind of like aim at with my pistol and aim at the seaplane to kind of like knock it loose?
Okay. Go for it. A dirty 20. Okay. You line up the shot, you shoot at one of the couplings, clang! And the plane drops 2 feet on one side. It's not all the way loose, but now it's swinging hazardously.
I have one more bullet.
Shoot it with disadvantage.
Come on, baby.
With 2 shots, you shoot the second one. One of the Omelan soldiers is still clinging to the top on the hatch as it falls away. The engine's off. Far too late for it to spin up. The other Omelan soldier is now clinging onto the ladder underneath, and above them, looking down in horror and dismay, beard bristling in the wind, is Aloysius Carrington. His escape route cut off.
And I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay. The Dry Man walks past Axel and Daedalus and is going to look back up and say,
A deal's a deal. What more help do you need?
Give me the strength I need to dispatch of this evil monstrosity, Aloysius Carrington. Please? Please?
he gets very serious.
You sure that's what you want? That's what I asked for. Just to save my friends. I paid a lot. I can do that. But it's not all fun and games.
I would pay any price to see them fail. So do whatever creepy stuff you have to do and get me to that man!
Okay. The Dry Man walks upstairs, places one hand on your shoulder. It's the rasping grossness. And he puts his other hand around your throat. And he breathes out. And something floats up from his eyes, from his nose, from the cracks in his skull, flows out, and it flows into you. It is piercing cold, like leaping into Arctic water. It is foul, like a tomb filled with the dead that's been left to rot in the sun. It feels horrible and wonderful at the same time. You can feel the fatigue washing away from you, the pain of battle flowing away. Something has been taken from you, but you've received something in return. It is Aloysius's turn. Unaware of what's transpiring behind him, he flees in a panic down the catwalk, pushing past the Omelan soldiers, desperate to make good his escape. Daedalus, it is your turn. Let's see what you would have gotten from that, unless you already have an idea.
I want to close the distance from me to him. And I want to run and jump, and I just want to Superman kick him off the catwalk.
Okay.
Just big drop kick, if that's possible. If not, anything you have in mind, I will take. I am actually at the dry man's mercy.
Okay, well, he has the abilities Zephyr Strike and Jump. So your jump speed is tripled as a surge of strength bursts through you, and you move easily past everyone, provoking no attacks of opportunity. Meaning that you're able to jump down here, move here, another 15 feet forward. You can see the fire burning on the port side as that engine is down. There are two, actually, no, one of these Omelan soldiers is dead, and the other one is dangling uselessly. You see him impossibly far away. You leap towards him, flying through the air. And as you strike him, his skin withers around the place where you touch him. Heal yourself for 2d6 hit points, please.
Let's go. 2d6 HP, rolling the dice now. That's 9.
And a vision flashes in your mind. The jungles steaming. A door. Terrible whispering, crying sound. Like a child gurgling through undead flesh. Mist pouring out and then drawing back in, sucked back like breath. And something wailing and screaming in a crib of obsidian glass. And that was the last thought that went through Aloysius's head before he plummeted screaming from the Zeppelin.
Could I possibly change it from a drop kick to a good old punch of the
I will allow that.
Nazi? Ah!
As you punch the Nazi sympathizer and he goes flying, his limbs flailing. Get that slight look of shock, from Die Hard.
And I will say, it's a long fall from the top, old sport. That will be the end of my turn as I then go, oh shit, what has happened? Okay, compose yourself, you meant to do this.
Axel, you have a hole open in front of you. Remy just jumped out. You're clear to escape. Do you want to do so?
Daedalus! Why? Ew! And I will jump out the window.
Remy, you float down, but you see Aloysius flailing, fall 600 feet towards the water and hit it with a just concrete splash.
Solid.
The dry man goes about his business. Walking, he looks, you see him looking out the window for a moment there. And you see his eyes glimmering as he smiles underneath his hat, tips it to you, then heads downstairs to get his job done. Aloysius dies. Daedalus, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, I've been training for this. Swan dive! I believe I'm diving off the catwalk down the sky below with the parachute.
Yep.
I believe we're all jumping, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, everybody's jumping.
I look like that normal dude from Deadpool that's just like... and I am falling, and I try and find my way to my companions as I pull my parachute. And knowing Daedalus, they probably get crossed and it's just kind of like spinning and is like, oh, sweet gods!
Okay. As our heroes arrive in the water below, the fire continues to rip through the Zeppelin. The Leviathan starts to list to one side, the engines on the other overpowering. The fire continues to spread. As this is happening, you can see from afar, just before it turns away, the glass ballroom, the windows sprayed with blood, just smeared all over the place. One of them shatters, and masked figures leap out with gliders, fly away off into the night after slaughtering most of the party's guests. Nobody ever investigated the waiters that much.
Are we watching floating in the water?
Yeah, you're all just sitting there floating in the water as a bunch of ninjas go flying out, and the what's his name? You see the dry man standing on the side out of this open hole as the ship is going down. And you can't see him, but you can see his mouth. You can't hear him, but his mouth moves as he swears at these ninjas that just killed his mark and slaughtered everybody inside before shrugging with disappointment and jumping off, falling 600 feet into the water with a splash.
As we're kind of floating in silence and watching this massacre, I will go, all right, we need to talk about better preparations. I may have done a very bad thing.
How could we have prepared for that?
It's hard to prepare for a dehydrated man. Nobody expects it, and that's what leads to heat stroke.
So, he kind of spit in your mouth.
There was some definite tension between the two of us, I will admit.
There absolutely was. I felt it. That's why I jumped.
You overcame your fear of heights just to get away from a dehydrated man.
I shot down a plane.
I love how nobody saw that.
And we look at him and I go, and we are so very proud.
Good job, Remy.
Is the plane in the room with us right now? And I will just kind of float and say, all right, we should get out of here. I think there might be creatures. And I begin to just kind of swim
and so
wherever.
Our heroes find the seaplane, and over the course of many hours are able to right it. It is designed to float, and it fell, but like it kind of glides. It won't fly anymore, but it has capacity for all of them, and the engine still works. So they managed to return to shore just by putting along the water in this seaplane, eventually making a triumphant return to Northport City, where they're going to have to figure out what the hell they're going to tell Philip Carrington.
Is it possible as we get to the shore and we look back at this destroyed Zeppelin, did it fall into the water?
Yeah, it explodes. After a few minutes, it explodes and the wreckage falls into the water. Like, it's kind of swirling and going down. It takes a while for it to explode, but eventually it hits the main envelope and just...
Well, gentlemen, it's safe to say we are the most devious men in Northport City.
One could say the Devious Three.
The Devious Three. I like it.
And I think that's a good place to wrap up.
Perfect.
This was so sick, dude.
This was
so good. This was so much fun.
I'm glad that you guys had fun. This is the level of off the wall that we usually do around here, especially on this show. Well, the Devious Three are absolutely part of the World of Yord's lore now, and Aloysius's explosion and Orin Strickland's death are both canon.
Fantastic.
As are the merciless deaths of all the other characters that I made for the party. Who I didn't expect to get slaughtered by ninjas, but somebody played a ninjas card and I didn't have a chance to work them into attack you, so they all got killed by ninjas.
Hey, better them than us, you know?
That's what I always say.
Yeah, I would have been in a real bad way if I got attacked by ninjas right after that.
It was like a 5-gambit pileup. The ninjas were there to kill certain guests. The dry man was smuggled on board to kill one guest. You guys were there to find Aloysius, who was actually in league with them, so you were going to kill him. Things get messy when too many agendas collide.
True.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Thank all of you out there for watching the show, supporting the show. Please go check out Dungeon Hunters. They are an awesome crew. They stream every other Saturday. Like they said, it's in-depth role play. Funny, just as funny as our show, but perhaps a little bit less completely insane. a different flavor of insane, right?
Correct.
But I've had a lot of fun having you folks on my channel, and I think we're good to go.
Thank you so much for having us.
Night, everyone.
Thank you so much. It was awesome.
It was so fun.